boy, we're going to get to hear the cuckoo clock twice today because I'm a little bit early. I've already showered. Yeah. I had too much dark chocolate before bed last night, so I didn't sleep very well. And now I'm up extra early. This should be an interesting day. Okay, let me just find my live here. So I'll be able to see everyone in the chat, like Miss Cinnamon G. Hello. Good morning. I'm picking up where I left off yesterday with this journal, and I'm glad I walked away from it because I'm rethinking the cover. Not that I don't love the cover, but I'm just kind of rethinking it. And I went through some of my old books and old book covers. And yes, this one looks pretty dreadful, but it's actually quite fine. And it's the one I'm thinking of using. The end papers will obviously need to be addressed, but that's fine because I think we might need to fix the spine too. So I'm thinking that this might actually end up being the cover of our book. I also liked this one a lot. Oh, there's the cuckoo clock. So that means we have 1 hour to craft and figure this out. This one is actually in much better condition, obviously, but that doesn't bother me. Okay, so let's just look at our pages, what we accomplished yesterday, and see how they fit within these two new book covers that I picked out. When I say new, I don't actually mean new, but yeah, that fits perfectly. So this one would totally work. It would work in width and height. What about Miss Mary Frances over here? Yes. Yes, she will work too. Quite well. And she's actually even more snug and even more, I really feel like she's the way to go. So we will put this to the side and use this for another journal another time. And I'm probably going to reinforce this and make a little wee bit stronger. Okay, so now we have a new cover. We're going for Mary Frances, first cookbook, Adventures Among the Kitchen People. She'll scrub and scour till you ache. Well, that sounds terrible. Okay. Miss Rhonda Lane, hello, hello. Lindaville, hello, good morning. Okay, I also, when I was grabbing books, I went ahead and grabbed two more children's books. I have a Child's Craft Annual here. And I thought, it might have some things we want to use. We'll see. It's always hard to cut into these books. And then this one, which is not hard to cut into, but this is a little golden book encyclopedia. Let's see. If there's anything in here. Aw, animal babies. Yes, this is a baby album or journal. So let's take this, I'm going to cut this out. I don't want to tear it. Let's take this out. Rhonda Lane, how is everything on the other side of the world today? Is it good? Yeah, let's use this for sure. Look at all the baby animals. Oh, it has the baby animal names. Look, kangaroo, Joey. What do you know? Bear, cub, cat, kitten, cow, calf. Let's see if there's any of these that I don't know. I didn't know that a wolf baby was called a whelp, or that a baby turkey is called a poult. Or I didn't know about the swan, the cygnet, or the oyster, a spat. I think I knew the rest. Not bad. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we'll use this page. Let's see if there's any others. There doesn't have to be. We don't have to have multiple pages out of this book, but I'm glad we found the perfect page. Oh, American writers. That's pretty cool. Keep going. There's a lot of geology in here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Different alphabets from, that's so cool. Phoenician, early Greek, later Greek, Latin, and modern English. Oh, and they have Hebrew, Arabic, Greek, and Russian down here. Huh, cool. What do you know? Those kids were learning something back in the day. I'm not so sure anymore. When you take books out of school, how are kids going to learn? You can't learn on a computer. That's just me. That's just what I think. I'm old school like that. I have a friend raising her children in a school, in a private school in Dallas, where they don't use computers. They use books. And I get it. Okay. I mean, they have like they do have a computer class every day. It's not that they just don't use computers at all, but every class has books. What a novel idea. Pun intended. Okay, let's move on and let's say hello to some more friends. Miss Dawn and Michelle, good morning. Replay crew in the house. Not today. You're in the live crew today, Michelle. Miss Dawn, how are you doing? Good morning. Are you having some morning coffee or tea? Let's rip off this part of the spine that's not serving this anymore. And let's get to work. We need some cardboard. We've got this fabulous Baby Animals book page. Let's get to work. I was also thinking that I wanted to make, ooh, look at the back of that book. It has as much water damage as the inside. Well, we'll cover that. Let's go ahead and cover it. It's not perfectly straight, but in case anyone missed the memo is that this is a junk journal. So it doesn't have to be perfect, which makes me real happy. So let's cover this real quick with some beautiful paper. I happen to have some. Loads of it. And then we'll move on. I love that paper right there. Let's keep going. Love all this paper. Those are too thick. Let's just see. Ooh, I think this one. I have to pick a side. person I'm making this for happens to love orange. I love books too. I can't get enough of books. I've always been that way. My mom is a voracious reader, and I grew up, and the librarian at our teeny tiny little library in our town would always open it early so that she could come get a new book every day before work, because she could read a book in a day. That's how she would relax in the evening, was read a book. And so she was the city secretary. She happened to know everybody in town. And the librarian, and the library was across the street from the city hall. And she would open it up for her and let her come in and get a book. And of course, I would always get a book too. And it would always be before my mom would take me to school. Whoa, craft lunch, hold on. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I've just always loved them. I know I tear them apart now, but there's just still a great love there. I'm tearing apart old ones that nobody wants anymore. Yeah, I tried to have the whole book argument with my son's school about, I couldn't understand why there were no books. And, how are they supposed to have chapters and units and be able to reference information properly, and how as parents are we supposed to know what they're learning, and how can we reinforce learning and help learning if everything's a 5-minute puzzle on the computer? There's just no resources. I don't understand how these kids are retaining anything. They don't have resources. They just have links, and they have these 5-minute ed puzzles, and I just don't. I think that our children are a great social experiment right now as far as education is concerned, because I don't really see how they're going to retain any of this information. It flashes by on a computer, and the teacher gets about 15 minutes of instruction in a class each day. How are they going to retain this? I don't know. I think we're running a great social experiment here. Oh, I don't know how great it is, but I think we're running one. And when I say great, I mean more of the scale of it. Like, all of our children in the public school system are learning like this. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan, and I don't think it's going to work, personally. Anywho, I'm just covering this beaten up old board here. I don't know. I'm a very visual person, visual learner. For me, having books growing up, I could remember pictures that were on the pages of information that I would be like, oh, I need a specific piece of information, and I remember that there was a picture of a giraffe on that page or something, or I really used the table of contents and the index to find my information. I can't imagine not having a table of contents, an index, or a way to find information. I guess I just can't imagine learning any way other than the way I did. And I just can't imagine having to learn the way that they learn. Hi, Sala. I can't stay for long. You're waiting for your doctor's appointment. I hope that goes well. I got to take my dog to the vet today. Just a annual checkup and vaccines. She's been on protest and not eating, so we'll see how this goes. She wants chicken on her food, and I ran out, like dried, or not dried chicken, canned chicken. I just put like a spoonful with a little bit of chicken broth on her food in the mornings. I started that and not that long ago, and now she just refuses to eat if it's not there. So we're playing the who's more stubborn game, she and I, right now. Okay, I do love this cover. I don't want to cover it. It's obviously not in mint condition or anything. This is a new discovery. I didn't know that that looked like that. So I worked in a library in 8th grade for a year, and I was the assistant, and I helped rebind books and fix books and put books away. It was always my job. This is not the proper way. But hey, somebody was using what they had, and I'm not mad about it. All right. So I do want to use this cover as is. We've got the back cover addressed now. Yay. Let's build a spine, connect the covers, cover these, and then we'll get back to the signatures of the page. This is a journal that is just going to take some time. Sometimes I can make a journal in an hour and a half. This is a nice, sturdy, would be a beautiful spine, but it's too short. It's from an old paper pad. I'm going to keep looking here through my cardboard and chipboard and stuff. Find us a good spine to work with. That's the goal anyways. Okay. Oh, I like these. Let's see. I think this is a mindless crafting thing. Oh, this one's from Dreams, etc. But I like these thick envelopes like this, which is why I saved it. Let me just cut my home address off. Not because of you guys, but the internet as a whole doesn't need my home address. Okay. Yeah, I like these. We can just double it up. I think it'll be good. Let me just check a couple of other. Let me check that versus this one. Let's use this one. This is the back of a 12 by 12 paper pad. Yeah, I keep all this kind of stuff. Hi, Dana. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. How big of a spine? Let's just do a 2-inch spine. And we're going to need 2 of these. I'm going to double them. Nice sturdy spine on this book. Okay, so if we have a 2-inch spine, then we probably need about 2.5 inches for the paper to cover it. Let's actually just be bold and do 3 for now. We can always trim it down, but I can't make it longer. Okay, and so these will, yeah, 3 was the right decision. Okay. We're going to need this again, but I have to measure the height of our book. It's probably about 9 inches. Let's see. 9 1/4. Almost 9 1/2. Okay. Nine 3/8. We are making the spine of our book. We're constructing a book for this junk journal. I'm going to leave this a little bit longer. I might want to fold it over. I just don't need that much. Okay. We'll see. Probably not. I probably just need to cut it down. So let's get to gluing. We know that these two are going to be together. And I definitely need them to dry before I start trying to stitch into them. So this will be at least a 2 signature book since we have a 2-inch spine. And then it will definitely, I definitely don't think it'll be like an alligator mouth, which is good because I want the person receiving it to be able to add lots of photos and keepsakes and things such as that. So give her a big spine. Now, yeah, I should have just cut that down. Let me do that now. So what are you guys working on? I'm obviously working on a junk journal for a friend. What have you guys been working on? Dawn's always doing different stuff. What have you been working on, Dawn? Are you back in your crafty mojo now that your travels? I'm not saying they're done, but they've lightened up or slowed down a little, perhaps. Okay, we only need a little bit of gap here. And I think I'm going to do, I hope I can find it. I kind of want to do one piece of bookbinding fabric right down here to really reinforce this, because it's just a piece of paper, to reinforce this spine. Let me find my bookbinding tape. I haven't used it in a while, so where is that bookbinding tape? It should be here with my adhesives. Let me look further back. I'm bumping you guys. Sorry about that. Well, shucks. Okay, it's not there. Cool. All right. I guess we'll have to use masking tape. I can also use another piece of paper. Okay, grab another sheet of paper and then a piece of masking tape. That paper is really not thick enough. I want, well, it'll be fine. You know what? Sorry, I keep being indecisive. I'm going to use a piece of cardstock. Basically, just to let you into my brain, when I decide to make a junk journal with a hardcover, my brain switches from let me make a quick, cute little junk journal to heirloom quality. My brain automatically thinks, okay, make this something that is more heirloom quality. So that's why I'm kind of taking these extra steps to do this. So this will be on the inside and no one will see it, but it will give the spine even more stability. And what I'm worried about is the cracking of the spine, you know, the cracking of the paper as it bends. Let's line this up in the center. The spine can also not be connected on the outside, but it could be connected on the inside like this and folded. That is another option we have, but I think I'll connect it on the outside. It's not going to overhang very much at all. So it should be fine. Yeah, in fact, I probably should have cut this spine at like 3 1/4. I like it a little wider, but it'll be fine. Okay, so our paper is doubled. Our chipboard is doubled. It's very heavy now, very strong, which is good. It will keep this book, its integrity will be nice and strong. We like good integrity around here, don't we? So it'll have that going for it. And then now I'm going to go Richard Penny on this, I think, and add just a wee bit of masking tape here. Yeah, the stuff basically just another layer to help prevent any cracking of the paper or cracking of the spine. This is the dollar store masking tape that I get at the Dollar Tree. It's very good. Ooh, a scrap swap. TR's here, just having tea and watching me play. Well, I'm so glad. TR, are you crafting? Do you still craft? Because I love the things you make. I love your style and the things you make. Am I just missing it? Do you still have your channel going? Or do you craft quietly and privately? Not that you were ever loud about it, but catch me up. Fill me in. I'd love to know. Okay, I do want to put, now that I've got that going on, I want to put a strip of paper right here. Well, we'll wait because I think this will be the joining thing. Okay, let's connect these. And I asked Dawn what she's been working on and I didn't see, so really like that paper. Is this an old book? It's a little late to the party. Yes, this is a very old book. It had a lot of water damage on the back. All I had was the cover and the back cover. I don't have the inside papers. Anyways, this had a ton of water damage, so I covered it. And now it didn't have a spine. Well, this is the spine that it had, Dana. We can see through it. So I'm building a spine for it. And then we'll get to crafting. I'm going to go ahead and bend my paper. Let me do it on a flat surface. There we go. Yes, nice. So there's our spine. It's going to be so pretty with these. It's going to connect these. That'll be so pretty. Okay, let's do it. Let's connect them. I'm going to use glue. And then I'll also be adding paper on the insides, and we'll get the end papers done too. You're working on a flip-flop journal that you made with envelopes? How cool. You know I love me some flip-flop journals. Absolutely. I was just saying in my last live, Dawn, that I need to make some more of my 6x6 flip-flop journals. I love a flip-flop journal, and I really love making them out of 6x6 paper because I have way too much of my stash. And it's just such a good way to use it up. Yay. I'm liking it. Okay. How fun. And you're making yours out of envelopes. That's fun. I really don't feel like I can have too much glue at this juncture. This is book binding glue. You can't see it, but that's what it says right there. It is made for this job. It is made for book binding. Professional book binding. Not that I'm a professional, but the glue is. Okay. All right. Nice sturdy spine. Now let's flip it over. It's going to bend beautifully. Mash it back down. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's put let's put some paper here. This piece is going to be great. Dawn, you've been junking with tea. I want to junk with you girls. Ladies. branding strip. All right. That is just wide enough. I'm just trying to make it even. Not that it matters too much. We're gonna have end papers on here, but still, we'll try to make it even. So here's what I like to do in this situation. I like to lay it out. Still needs to come over a little bit this way. Okay. Then I grab my score tool and just kind of work it down there like that. I have to go gently. This is just a regular piece of cardstock. Got some glue on it. Okay. I just kind of work it into that area. Yeah, that's about even. Okay, now let's glue that down. The kids did well on their STAR test yesterday. And my son has another one today. Yesterday was science for both of them, and today he also has social studies because he's a big old 8th grader. I was thinking about it when I was dropping my daughter off at school yesterday. I was like, what does STAR even stand for? Standard Testing Academic Range is what I made up. Totally made it up. But my brain needed an answer while I was driving, and I obviously couldn't Google it or anything, and Alexa wasn't around. I miss Alexa when I'm in my car. We have family members that are like adamantly against her, and I love her. She makes my life a lot easier. I'm gonna let that dry before I bend it. And try to stop getting glue on it. Like, where does all this glue come from? I mean, I know where it comes from, but still. It needs to stay on the other side of this page. All right, let's pick our end paper, shall we? Let's switch it up and do some more Maggie Holmes. This is the Woodland Grove collection, which is what I've been using for this journal. Nope. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know if we'll be able to get both. Ooh, those look like end papers to me. I don't know that I'll be able, yeah, I think I'll be able to get both out of this one sheet because I would like them to match. So let's measure it. Ruler, where did it go? Good thing I have backups. How many rulers do you need? I need quite a few because I lose them on my desk. Okay. So yeah, we'll be able to definitely get both end papers. Yippee. So we need 6 by, let's do 9 1/4. Okay. So we'll cut this, and I'm not really losing you guys. I'm going to catch up to y'all in the chat. 9 1/4 by 6. How perfect. Yay. There's our end papers. Sometimes if both of my front and back covers are like the same color and done really well, like a mini album kind of way, I would leave more of this showing, but I don't know. I might cut them down just a little bit. I do like to have a little bit more showing. This side's going to be a little rough, but that's okay. Let's do it. Turning around to look at my cuckoo clock to tell the time. 5:38, thereabouts. All right. So we did 9 1/4. Let's just go little by little. All we've got is time. All right, let's see. Let's do 9. That was not a great job. Yeah, that works. That's better. Little by little. There we go. Let's glue this down. And while I'm gluing, I can catch up. Making some ATCs. Man, I keep thinking, like, all the time, like, I want to make some more ATCs. And then I make cards and journals. And I need to make, and I want to make more ATCs. For those of you who don't know what an ATC is, it's an artist trading card. And when trading card, it's referring like to baseball cards, you know, and actual trading cards that artists can swap. And it's really fun. And they're a whole lot of fun to make. I like to, you know, make a whole bunch at once. Obviously, that's just who I am. But yeah, I've been thinking artist trading cards, so that's so fun, Dawn. If y'all didn't know it, Dawn has a YouTube channel. Dawn, are you a moderator? You are. You can add your channel. Good. Link up your channel, please, so everyone can come find you. She does this, well, just all kinds of stuff. Dawn is she's a woman after my own heart. She'll do it all. She'll try it all. She plays. She has a great art Yahtzee game that she plays on her channel and always has friends on her channel, does lives. So definitely check her out if you haven't before. Don't have great, I mean, the cardstock is greatly adhered, but remembered I doubled it, and so now this piece needs to be glued better to this one. No problem, we can do that. This book is nice and sturdy now, you guys. Really nice, very well done. There's the spine. So glad that was serendipitous that I actually got this upright. At least I feel like this is upright. I don't know that I was paying attention to that when I was actually gluing it down. Here's the inside, which I also like. It's definitely giving me like some Alice in Wonderland vibes. I think it's just the blue checkered. Reminds me of Alice's dress. We need a little more glue here. I do not look forward to taking my dog to the vet. I don't know how many of y'all have a dog like mine, but she acts like she acts like a maniac when I'm around. Like at the vet and stuff. She acts like they're going to, I won't say, but she acts like she's in grave danger, and she will basically nearly climb on top of my head. She will definitely be in my lap, and she's about 85 pounds. huge. I have a huge dog. When she stands up, she's taller than me. Of course, I'm like a little troll. I'm short, but still, like, she's huge, and she's gonna want to stand on my head today when I take her to the vet. So here's what I have to do. I have to show up. I used to just, you know, I bring her in and wait to see the vet, and then I say, can you take her in the back and do whatever you need to do? I'll go wait in the lobby because she just can't handle it when I'm there. If I leave the room, they're like, oh, she's such a good girl. She's so sweet. But if I'm there, she's a big baby. It's so funny. She's all misbehaving and they think she has anxiety. No, she doesn't really have anxiety. Except unless I'm there, and then she does. She's a funny one. I'm not loving some of the lift. I mean, it's adhered really well, but I think I'm gonna have to make myself happy and use a little bit of washi tape just to smooth down that area. I have some on my desk. I think it'd be pretty. I have it because I don't need a lot. I just want to smooth this edge down. And this will do. This will make me happy. I'll have to glue it, of course, but I'm just checking it. Yeah, I'm gonna put that. That's gonna make that edge even better. So I'm gonna take some glue. There we go. Now it'll be permanent. Permanent washi. There we go. And everything's better with a little bit of shine anyways. Aesthetically, I like it better, but also structurally, I think this is a better thing. I promise, I'm still gonna catch up on y'all's comments. Even though we're in real time and we're live together, I get a little behind because I'm crafting. Okay, there's that. Oh, I checked, and Uniquely Creative does not make these in the big, like, I want them in like a 10-inch size, but they don't make them yet. I'm hoping they do one day because I love those scissors, but I like big scissors the most. Okay, let me do the back. Uh-huh. I think that'll be enough. This has been a month of making and giving journals. This will be the third one I've made and given away this month. They just make great gifts. In my opinion. I did give one time, and And the person I gave it to was like, I gave it to my son. I made her a really cool gel plate journal. Every page was gel plate prints. It was very artistic, and it didn't have any images in it at all. It was only gel plate stuff, gel plate paper. And she's like, yeah, I gave it to my son because I hate my handwriting. I was like, oh man. So I need to make her a journal again that just has a bunch of hidden journaling spots. So no one else, if you look through it, you wouldn't see her handwriting. You would see, you know, beautiful things. And then she can write in the hidden spots. I'm going to make her a journal like that one day. All right. It's a little bowed, but that's what happens when you use thin tape. At least it's straight on the front. Okay, we have our cover done for now, at least. I don't mind that this is kind of peeling up. I'll probably, though, we can fix it. But I don't mind that the cover is imperfect. I think that's endearing. There we go. We'll just tame it a little. But it's good. It's good. Okay, we need a lot more pages now that I've made a 2-inch spine. So we're going to keep working on signatures. Like I said, this is not going to be one of my really quick journals, obviously. This might be the last video I make on it, and then I'll work on it independently. And come back and show y'all a flip through. I might do something like that, but yeah, this journal is just going to take time. Trying to find the center of my signature here. So the amount of paper that I had pulled yesterday is probably enough for one signature. In the middle. A lot of flippy pages right there together. Yeah, so that's just about enough for one signature, which is fine. That means we get to pull more paper and put more paper in it. I think it'd be fun to have, like, I have a couple more sheets of this that I need to put in. So we can work on that. And I've got scraps. I do have these other random sheets that I pulled that don't have anything on the back. They're just white. But we can fix that. We can cover that. So let's work real quick and get some more pages going. Yesterday I showed you how you can extend a book page like this. You can also just glue them together like this and fold it down the middle once it's dry. I'd use a scoreboard, but I've definitely added pages like that as well. If you have, you know, these loose pages. I think I definitely want like little golden books, some more pages from a little golden book. Yep, wrong piece. Okay, we'll just trim that off. I'm gonna be working on catching up with you guys. So Dana's been working on tags. Cool. Yeah, scraps are great for ATCs. That's true. Very, very true. I'm gonna let this dry before I fold it. Let's do another one. Okay. I feel like I want one more page from this book too. I just like even. Okay, I don't mind odd pages, like 5 of one type of page and a 2 signature book. That's okay with me, but for whatever reason, my brain doesn't like that one signature would have 2 of these pages and one would only have 1. I don't know. And I do have one more scrap like this. So let me grab, where did I put that book yesterday? Let me grab another page from it real quick. Sorry, I have pieces of paper falling out over here. Really cute ones that I don't want to fall out. Oh gosh, I don't want to fall out. Okay. So I had this book in my collection for probably 15 years. I mean, something close to that. I don't know when it was made. I don't know where that page is. Let's see if it says up here. I don't know. It's been in my collection a very long time. And it's completely deconstructed now, but I bought another one since, yeah, so it was made in 2006. I think I got it in 2009. Anyways, I wasn't a junk journaler back then. I have a whole collection of books when we talk about being a book lover again. Ooh, let's put this page in there. I have like a bookcase that's just full of art books. Anyways, this one was always on there. And then I decided I wanted it for my junk journaling. So I went on to thrift books and I bought another one so I could tear it apart. So my original book went back on my shelf. And I gotta put this page in there. And then I got the one from Thrift Books that I got to tear apart. But in case y'all are looking for it, it's Fluffy, Humpy, Poopy Puppy. That is the name of the book. There's some stuff in here that is not my favorite, but I love most of the book. There is a little bit of it that's goes back to the title of the book, but most of it I really love. So that's where all these images come from. I got a couple, so that's cool. These were falling out everywhere. I just had them kind of tucked in the plastic sleeve over here. Okay, so that's that book. Then we've got, I love Thrift Books. I don't know if y'all shop on Thrift Books. It's a website where you can buy used books, but I love Thrift Books. Just looking to see if there's any of these pages. I think it would be great to have like some Shel Silverstein. This book was falling apart too. How about the silverfish? Let's put the silverfish in there. And then we'll grab one of these pages. I kind of like this one. Okay. Oh, and there's Oh, that's cute. These are connected enough, I could probably stitch those in. Those definitely are. An airport. Yesterday, when I got off work, I did some Barbie crafting with Sparkle Heart, and we built some more Barbie stuff, and an airport was one of the things. Okay, so it's funny to see an airport this morning. Frisky and Flip. I think Frisky and Flip would be a great page to add. So let's add Frisky and Flip. I wish I could look down and craft and look up and read at the same time. But I just have to stop crafting and read. Let's see, I think that's good. Uh-oh, it's that time? Okay, so we've got 3 more of these pages, which is great. I'm gonna add one to this signature. This should be dry now. Fits perfectly in there. So let's put this here. Oh, that's not even, hold on. Let's put it here. Okay, that signature is good. Our book cover may have taken an hour, but it was totally worth it. This baby animals page has to go in. So this next signature is going to have some fun book pages. So since this one is just text on the back, I could glue that down. Oh, I love this page. This is this one. So fun. All right. Let's take this page. See, we can just glue this here. There's lots of ways to cover a white page, and not that I think you have to cover all the white pages, but I don't want as many as I would have if I had just left them. That is the perfect size, because this can be covered by washi or just a scrap of paper. I have this art paper over here that my friend made and sent me. I can just put this down and cover that little strip right there. This is why we don't throw scraps away. They have way too much potential. See? So it'll just be more of that as I cover the white pages. I could stencil with ink on this side or whatever. I could leave it white. There's that one. Let's just fold these up. Don't have to fold them in half. Can make them more flippy. Like that. Then I can come in and add some scraps to give this page color over here, anywhere, just whatever. And this one will fold in half though. Okay, let me catch up to you guys. Masterboards, yes. Me too, Dawn. Okay, I know I'm really far behind. Sorry, guys. I know I've probably missed saying hello to a lot of people. So Sala does a series of 3 cards of ATCs at a time. Michelle needs high school graduation card ideas. I need to make 2 graduation cards as well for my kiddos, Michelle. Carmen Sparkleheart's graduating from elementary school, and my son's graduating from middle school. The scrap swap would be fun. Yeah. Sala suggested you could always build a small folder for your scraps and mail them. Oh, that's a good idea. So Sala had some ideas for Michelle on her graduation card. She said she usually try to think about hobbies and interests of the person who's graduating and work from there. That is a wonderful idea. Oh, yeah, Dana, I've seen those boxes where the money rolls out. Those are fun. Cap and gown, eyeglasses. This is all Linda Veal's idea. For graduation cards, cap and gown, eyeglasses, books, pencils for the enhancements. Great ideas. Money rolled like a diploma. Nice. The top of a graduation hat with a tassel. Oh, Dana saves these spine scraps. Yeah, because if you're doing mixed media, these become interesting. Really interesting collage fodder. I totally agree, Dana. Miss Kim, how are you? You're here. Michelle's gone, but she says she'll catch the rest later, so that's good. She'll actually hear me respond. I hope Michelle enjoys her day too. Kim, you're not sleeping. Don't worry, I couldn't sleep last night either. 507 Willow House is where the flip-flop journals started. And she does make the envelope type that Dawn's making. And I don't make them like that. I had to make it my own. But I always think I want to go back and make a journal out of envelopes. I just never have. But you can make them with, I make them out of, patterned paper and stuff like that. The way I make my masterboard cover that I made with you in a live yesterday, I would just make another one of these. Let's pretend like that these two are equals, right? That this is a masterboard. And what I would do is basically attach this side to this side. And then I would have a flip-flop journal. So it could go this way, and then you flip through all the pages, and you turn it, and you open it this way, and you flip through all the pages, and you just keep going and going. My flip-flop journal is not in here anymore. It has been moved. I have a junk journal shelf now in my bedroom for the journals that I'm keeping, and I have a Day of the Dead one. But yeah, that's the basic, really basic idea behind a flip-flop journal that I took from it anyways. There's, of course, more than one way to do it. Zentangling is wonderful, isn't it? I love it too. Okay. I really don't like sideways book pages in my journals, but obviously this is too tall for our journal. So what some people would do would take it and turn it sideways. I don't like that. You do you, what makes you happy, but I do not like a sideways page. It does not make my brain happy. So probably what I would do instead is trim this page down, and then I have to go. But I made everyone's lunch last night. I was thinking ahead. I knew where I would be this morning. The dog's in here, making sure I'm on schedule today. Hello, Faz. I know. So I think what I'll do is just fold it and trim it so that it'll fit in my signature, and really just fold it in half and have like a little half page. It's kind of perfect because this is a little Golden Book encyclopedia, so it's designed in half. And I like that it says babies and we still have all the baby names. So yeah, that's how I'm going to handle that page. Yeah, I need to do some more Zentangling. Oh, good, Dawn. I'm so glad you added your channel. Sala has a channel too. Card Times Ahead. If we don't end up adding her link, which you don't have to, then I'll come back and add it later. Oh, you like the book cover? Oh, good. Oh, Rhonda Lane, it's been a year? I feel like you shared that, and it doesn't feel like it's been a year. Time flies. This may be the tallest page in the whole book, but it'll fit, so that's good. Hey, Pink Butterfly, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I got really behind on my comments, so I'm trying to get caught up here. It is a cute name, isn't it, TR? I love that. Paula, good morning. She says, one of the YouTubers I watch is trying to learn junk journaling. She was at a garage sale with a stack of older little golden books, and I was yelling, pick those up. I have a whole box of them. I picked up the little golden books before, I was back in 2017. I got a box of like 60 of them for $15. It was just before people started using them a ton. Now I don't think you could find deals like that, at least like on the internet, like you could before. Oh, Rhonda Lane, thanks. Yeah, go back to bed, Kim. Sleep tight. Oh, Desiree's here. Good morning, Desiree. I mean, I don't know if you're still here. I got a little or way behind on my chat, so I'm trying to catch up before I go. Same thing happened yesterday. Oh, good luck, Dawn, on your doctor's appointment. Mercy, hello. Hello. Okay, so let's just recap. Really, this whole hour was about making our cover. I didn't get much else done, but I do really like it. Here's our cover. we've just kind of been fiddling with paper ever since. We have one signature that I need to go through, and it's not done, but see, I put a 2-inch spine on here, and I plan on this not being an alligator mouth until the person who's getting this fills it up themselves. So that's the goal. But I need a whole nother signature, which is what I will be working on next, is adding the next signature. I've got these book pages that are dry now that we extended. Let's fold them like this. So I just extended it with my scraps. This is where I'll stitch it in to the journal. Frisky and Flip. Wonder who's Frisky and wonder who's Flip. I'm sure the cat's Frisky and the dog is Flip. But it looks like the cat's flipping out and Frisky's just being frisky. I don't know. All right. So yeah, I will finish this up later. Finding more pages, harvesting more pages. It's gonna have a lot of fun old kids book pages. I need to go back through my paper pads and pull some more pattern paper. I'll go through my printables and pull more printed pages. Then it'll be time for pockets and ephemera and trim and sewing the signatures in. So this journal still has quite the journey ahead of it. I'll, like I said before, I'll probably do a bit of it off camera. Or I'll do like a snippet of the process and show y'all the final flip through. This girl's going in here, by the way, so let me just grab her real quick. And then I pretty much have to go. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hi, Nen. You're on your... Oh, cool. You have a channel. Is your channel paper crafting? The Joy Ninja. I love that. I love the sound of that. We have to ninja the joy out of life sometimes, don't we? You're from Australia. Oh, well, Rhonda is, yes. I knew that. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Thanks for adding Solace channel. Thank you, thank you. You guys, she's also on Instagram. And she's just a wonderful card maker. You guys should definitely check her out. And she's been working on digitals and drawing and art. So I think she'll start having some digitals soon, which is really exciting. Y'all know that's what I love. By the way, I know that I am all over the place with what my, you know, I can't say I have a style necessarily because, like, I love making cards for donation, and then I love making whatever, just different stuff, right? Junk journals, cards, all these things. But I was thinking the other day, I really think that this is the kind of card maker I am. I keep these two on my desk, and I just love them so much. It incorporates a little bit of everything: stenciling, die cutting. Well, there's no die cuts on here, but like, I think this is where I'm at in my card making, even though I made these some time ago. And they've sat on my desk and gotten ink on them. But they're just for me anyways. But yeah, I think I'm going to focus more here and explore this more, because I think this is where I'm at. I like making scene cards, but with printables, and I like using stencils and paste and mixed media and metal and fabric and sequins and all the things. So I don't know. I was just having a thought. That's really, really my jam. All right. So I've got some pieces, some shards of paper here that are getting ready for my second signature. I have to go now and do things. I have to go adult now, and for the rest of the day. But I'll be back here again and we'll be crafting together. I hope y'all have a really wonderful day. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you got some inspiration, enjoyed the video, and that you're going to get crafty today. Maybe you don't have to adult as much. Kudos. And yeah, I'll see you next time. So thanks, everyone. I know, isn't she great? I love her too. Bye, darling. Bye, everyone.